Testing 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Am I live? Am I on? I believe I'm on the air. I believe I'm live. I believe y'all can hear me out there. So what's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds. No filter. This is Doggie Diamonds TV, YouTube. It's funny. This live is inspired by many different things. It's inspired by recent events. It's inspired by many other lives that I've done. It's inspired by a phone call that I got. And it was an artist, well-known artist. I'm not gonna put his name out there because he didn't really give me permission to. And then, private conversations I don't really like to make public unless I let the person know. So he called me. He was angry. And he was like, yo, you just did a video talking about honor in the streets and how people are taking this whole street thing and really making it cool. And what the end result is, and when I looked at he said, I looked at the comments, people was trying to get at you for trying to say a good thing about the streets because you was out there, right? And I was trying to tell him like, yo, man, like, yo, I'm a little tired. I guess I'm always gonna speak up for what's going on in the community and the messed up stuff, but I'm a little like, it's like the people with the big platforms that can say something, or people who think their platform is big that can say something, they don't say nothing. And they watch these what's happening in our communities just continuously happen over and over again. And then when people meet their demise and everybody want to have shirts and everybody want to say, what we need to stop doing. But it ain't about what we need to stop doing, it's what we need to start doing. And shout out to everybody in the chat room. I see you. And the thing that kills me is that when you leave the hood and you get out the hood and you make it, because everybody, putting money to their ear, everybody showing their cars, everybody showing their success. Don't that inspire you to not want to be a knucklehead? Like, I couldn't imagine leaving a nice house, nice car, nice environment, your children, nice woman, and then leaving all of that to go be around a bunch of knuckleheads. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So a lot of times when people say to me, yo, pop out. And I'd be like, for what? Now, I've had made myself available. When people run their mouth about me, I'm everywhere alone by myself. I go to events, I do different things, but it's the energy that you move with is what you're going to gravitate, what's going to gravitate towards you. So when I was in LA, I'm back now, but when I was in LA, everybody kept saying to me, be careful. And I got it. Be careful. You're in LA, be careful, be careful, be careful. And it started bothering me a little bit that people kept telling me to be careful because I was like, I don't move with that energy. Of course, I have to be careful. I got to be careful in Brooklyn. I got to be careful in Chicago. I got to be careful in Queens, in the Bronx, and Staten Island. I got to be careful anywhere. But it's the energy that you move with. What you put out is going to come back. So we watching all of this stuff. We watching these movies happen right in front of us. And it's like a rerun movie. It's like a recurring movie. It's like a movie we saw before, right? But then everybody's acting like, oh, wow, I can't believe this. Yo, we saw this movie before. It's a recurring theme. How many shows I got to do talking about the same thing? Go back to 2015. I initially said Jeezy told your kids to trap or die and sent his kids to college. What people do, they got at me in the comments. They were mad at me. They were mad at me in the comments. Why? Because a lot of people be fanned out and they can't see past their fanism, if that's a word. Not saying that, Jeezy can't change and can't grow, but I was just saying to people, yo, look at the message that people are giving out there, but they don't even live that message. They don't even got nothing to do with that. This entertainment for them, but it's not entertainment for some of y'all because it's real life. There is no entertainment when somebody gets shot. There is no entertainment when somebody dies. There is not entertainment no more. Now it's real life. It's bigger than rap. It's bigger than entertainment. It's bigger than Instagram. It's bigger than Twitter. It's bigger than all of that. Right? And the deal is, violence has been here before us. It's going to be here after us. All I'm saying is that you do what you have to do to get away from it. Poverty, lack of education, poor conditions, we all know why it exists, right? But you do what you got to do to get away from it. You don't go towards it once you make it. Again, I'm not leaving a beautiful woman, a beautiful children, a beautiful house, a beautiful car, all these, these things that we think we live for. Why would I leave that to go be around knuckleheads to say I'm real and to say I'm about that life and I'm this, that, and the third? Now, mind you, right? Let's put everything in its real proper perspective. When somebody passes away and you laugh and you think it's funny and you glorify and you laugh at, I guess your ops or whatever it is, and you laugh and you say, yo, I killed, and when this person died, I'm smoking this pack, and you make songs and you do all that. What you think is going to happen to you? What do you think is going to happen? I say this almost every day. The same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. Isn't it, when people, listen. We watching these dudes get set up. Right? How are they getting set up? They're getting set up to fail. They're coming from conditions of failure. And then they give them money and give them this stature, and all they're doing is taking the failure and doubling down on it because now they got an audience to push failure. They're not saying, yo, stay in school, get an education, listen to your parent. No, they're going out there with the money and now they're getting the audience. And then I'd be like, there's 1 million people following this person. You know what I'm saying? It's 1 million people following this person. And look how when you gone and you pass away, how many people say they loved your music or they rock with you. Or RIP, gone too soon. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? I told y'all before, go back and look. I just did a last week. Look at the comments that the videos I do. Look how people come at me for telling people to chill. Look how they took my video that I did that I did and made my video about a bunch of people that I don't even know. They remixed my video. They took the title and they said, Doggie Diamonds goes at this person. I don't even know who they was in the comments saying, oh, it sounds like you're talking about. I don't even know these people that they're talking about. True, real talk. I don't even know. I've never been an indirect person. If I'm talking about an individual, then I'm going to say this individual. But I was talking about a culture that's being created. I was talking about a culture that's being created based off of us doing dishonorable deeds and then acting like it's cool and we should get a pat on our back for being foul. That's all I was saying. But what did they do? They took the video, they remixed. I didn't flag nobody channel. I didn't do nothing. But I'm like, look at how they took my words and used it for their narrative of people that they might disagree with. So it works for them, but then kind of like halfway bigging me up. But they've been disrespectful to me in the past. I see stuff and I'm like, wow, man. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing that I want to address is that people say, well, I don't listen to him. He has a show that he executive produced called The Gangster Chronicles. So he's a hypocrite. Did you ever watch the show? Did you ever watch the show? Did you ever listen? Because you can't always watch. It's a podcast. It's audio. Have you ever listened? If you listen to the show, they're always talking about the downside of that life. The downside of what happens. What happened? Big James' brother, Buntry, got killed. Suge Knight is in jail forever. Reggie Wright is in jail right now. There is no Tupac. Pat is gone. There is no upside to this life. But again, people only base what they say off of what they see and not what they study and not what they really, really delve deep into. So it's just a regurgitation. I see people, oh, he's a clown. You ain't never seen me do nothing buffoonery ever, because it's not in my character to be like that. People talk bad about me, I don't even respond. I don't even respond. You know why? Because the blessed don't meddle with the miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm not miserable. So I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth on YouTube. And when people disagree with you, they think they can make videos about you and take your video and spin. I just want to respond to, yo, who are you? And then they say, oh, these vloggers. Come on, man. At the end of it all, you know, we in a time where the whole world is watching us. We got the eyes of the world looking at us. And again, what I told y'all before, I said, yo, we had the whole world at our feet when we had these protests. They was the corporations was like, what do y'all want? They was donating. Some people got the bread. Don't think they ain't give up no money. People got the bread, but they just didn't spread the wealth. That's another storyline. You know, but we had the whole world looking at us. And what did we do? We went right back online and got sneakers. We went back outside and 75 people getting popped again. So when the world was feeling bad for us, for how we were getting treated in this country, and we had the time to say, you know what? We not going to do nothing to each other. We going to chill. We going to chill till we get this right. When we went back outside, we went right back to, yo, I've been quarantined. I don't know how to act. You ever see a dog When you grab his chain and you're about to take him outside, how they act? You walk your dog, when you grab their leash, you ever see how they act? They jump around, they go crazy. They can't wait to go outside. You almost have to say, calm down, or I'm not taking you outside. We had the world. We had people who was in other countries that oppressed us. That was marching for us. That was marching for us. That was saying, we had the Asians that was kicking the African people out of Africa, saying, that's not right what y'all doing to them. And then what happened? We went right back outside with the madness. Cause you look right. Look at all the celebrities who jumped on the BLM thing, and justice for this person and justice for that person. Look at all the celebrities who jumped on that. Look at their look at the people you follow now. They don't talk about none of that anymore. The injustice didn't stop. The injustice didn't stop. It's just not being reported. So what came out of all of this? Dudes got their STEMI money. Dudes got small business loans. And they just went right back outside. And excuse my language, but niggas going nigga. And now we here today. And we're at a point where we're saying RIP to people that are admitted killers and murderers. They admit it and glorify it and think it's cool, right? And they laugh at other people who die. They think it's funny. So when it's your turn, because it becomes your turn after a while, it's in the atmosphere. It becomes your turn. The same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. But I don't see me when I was out there and I was partaking in things, when I got what was coming to me, yo, I ain't cry about it. I was like, yo, I remember being in the emergency room, being stitched up from getting stabbed up, right? And I was laughing. No, I was laughing. And it was a doctor named Dr. Handler. And I was laughing. And she said, what's so funny? I said, you know what? I have to laugh because I can't cry, because when I was doing this to people, I didn't have no feeling. I didn't care. I did this to people. Now it's happening to me. I can't cry foul and say, why did this happen to me? No, I was about this. I thought it was cool. I got pictures from about 1991 throwing up gang signs. I was little. And I was just trying to rep my block. I was doing a W and an A. Waverly Ave. I was repping my block. I was, my block was everything to me. Then I realized, hold on, I don't even own nothing over here. It's gentrified. I don't even own nothing. So when people like, where you from? I'm from all over. Because at the end of it all, I don't even own nothing from my place of origin. So when I got punched in my face, and I got jumped, and I got stabbed, yo, I had to wear it. I had to wear it. I had to say, yo, something was going to come back to me. I just didn't know what. I didn't know what I was going to get for my dirty deeds. Because most of the time for your dirty deeds, you get death or you get jail. I didn't die and I didn't get arrested. But I got stabbed up. Yo, it happened. I don't talk about it as a badge of honor. I don't talk about it like it make me cool. None of that makes me cool. And that's why I be telling people, yo, leave me alone. I'm not the type of person that you could play with, joke with, and say all this, you a clown and I slap you. Because I'm going to take all threats seriously because I'm afraid. You really might do it. You really might do it. So now my defensive mind starts going on offense. That's why I leave people alone. People be like, yo, go in. Yo, this person said this about you. Yo, go. Look, I'm not partaking in niggerdom. I don't wake up in the morning thinking about men. I don't go to sleep thinking about men. I'm not making no video about a man. Any man who I had an issue with, I tried to get them on the phone. I tried to talk to them. It ain't work. Whatever. We just gonna leave it like that. But I don't have to go out there and say, yo, I clapped somebody before, or yo, so what? So what? So what? If you did this and you did, so what? Because the minute you get bagged or the minute somebody lay you down, people talking about rest in peace or free them. Free them? Freedom? For what? They wasn't a productive member of society. So that's the thing that be killing me. I'm like, yo, they really talking about free them or rest in peace to somebody who think it's cool when other people die? And listen, there's no honor amongst thieves, right? So when two people go at it and they harm one another, right? That's the game. But what about the little girl that don't understand why her daddy's not coming home? What about the little boy that don't understand why his daddy's not coming home? What about the grown teenager that don't understand? What about the mother? What about the mother who just lost their child? What about the father who just lost their son? What about that? So everybody's supposed, your testimony is your testimony, your story is your story. But what I'm not hearing is, how did you grow from that? See, that's my whole thing. Tell your story. I'm going to interview people. They're going to tell me whatever. Okay, now what though? So where do we go from here? If you look at any video I've done, study my interviews. Study my interviews. When people have come on my platform and they said they had beef with somebody, they, this, that, and the third. I've always said, so what is it going to take for this to get deaded? Look at my Max B interview that everybody loved. I asked him, yo, what is it going to take for this to end? Know what he said? Somebody got to die. And asked him what I said. Yo, you don't mean that. Don't say that. You don't mean that. But people say, oh, you interview people who beef and you be pushing the beef. No, I don't. But people is going to have issues and they gotta talk. Sometimes people just want to say, yo, he keep my name out his mouth. I keep, I keep his name out of my mouth and we good. But then you have people egging people on, going to people's comments saying that this person is talking about you. I've had people that I know disrespect me. People who I helped made disrespectful videos about me. And I asked them, yo, why you do that? Oh, they said you, who is they? Who is they said that I did something to you? People in the comments, people in your DM saying that I'm talking about you, somebody that you know, somebody whose home you've been into, somebody who looked out for you when nobody else looked out for you, somebody who number you have. You let strangers tell you about somebody you know? You weak-minded. And we don't got to be cool no more. And I'm not even going to respond. But you can never come and tell me somebody said something about me that I know. And I've been to their crib and I know their kids or their girl or their mother or whatever. How could somebody on the internet that don't? Because look at it like this, man. They're on my YouTube. They're on her YouTube. They're on his YouTube. They're on their YouTube. And they're looking for comments to go run to the person because they know we're all fiery. Many of us think we are more than what we are. Many of us think we have a big platform and our word means something. So the minute somebody says something about us, we feel like we got to defend our honor. Do what you do. I don't need validation from strangers, period. I don't need validation. And I work so hard for what I got because I work hard for this. This wasn't given to me. I didn't do nothing strange for a piece of change. I didn't come in off of nobody else's back. This is what I earned. This is what I did. I'm not losing it for no idiot that could just go live because they can. And that's what this has become. That's what this has become. That's what this has become. This has become dudes just going public and giving people absolutely nothing. When Young Chop was wilding, I would go peek in and I would see thousands of people watching him. I would see people watching him and I was like, what is he doing? He was sitting there, no disrespect to him, but I was trying to understand what was going on. And he was disrespecting everybody. He had white stuff like in the side of his mouth. He didn't look mentally well. And I was like, yo, he looked like he need help. But what happens? We have these people who are not mentally well. And what we do? We start boosting them up. So then they say, I don't got to get help. I don't have to get help from my trauma or anything that I went through because I got an audience now. This is my help. Putting more pain in the world. So if you from Chicago, if you from Brooklyn, if you from Queens, if you from the Bronx, if you from anywhere where you've been traumatized and you've seen stuff that traumatized you and you need help, how can you fix yourself by putting out the pain that you got? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Because it becomes a cycle. When does it end? When does it end? So when people make videos and they make Instagram posts, and I'm going to tell y'all something, I'm going to be real with you. Most people who claim to have an issue with me, they're liars. And they be making up stuff of he, this, that, and the third. And I'll be like, wow, that's how deep you're willing to go to people to make up a reason why me and you have an issue. It's very weird to me when you can just call me and just, yo, what's good? And even if I'm wrong, right? This is the type of individual that I am. If I am wrong and something seemed a certain way and I had no malicious intent in doing it, I will still apologize because I understand how I probably made you feel at that time. So my bad. But once you go publicly and disrespect me, and once you say publicly what you're going to do to me, there is no room for negotiation anymore. Because the world should never know what's going on behind closed doors. It's been times where I've had an issue with somebody that I'm cool with. The world never knew. You know who knew? Me and them. We ain't talked for years. We ain't talked in months. But the world will never know. Now, when I do not feel like talking to somebody again, or if it's beyond reconciliation, then it is what it is. But it is what it is. But I've never ever sat before y'all and talk. Yo, do you know how connected I am to a lot of stuff? Do you know that I've never went out and listen, and people sitting here, right? This is cool to sit here. It's cool to be on your phone. It's cool to be in the office. It's cool though that I was out in the street doing this when the streets was very dangerous. The streets were dangerous. I was in every hood on all blocks. You ain't never heard about me getting slapped, my camera taken, none of that. Why do you think that is? You see me in Queensbridge with Capone. You see me in Southside, Parv City with Cadillac Ty. You see me in Yonkers with D Block. You see me in Harlem with Max B. All of this is out there. But I don't have to glorify how gangster I am or how connected I am. No, because I move around like a man. I shake the janitor's hand the same way I shake the CEO's hand. I shake everybody's hand the same way. You know, I don't, because listen, when you play chess, the pawn, when they move across the board, it could turn into many different pieces. But it's the energy that I'm seeing being put out there. And the energy that's being put out there, it ain't doing us no good. Think about how we pass down this negative energy, but none of us are taught the importance of credit. We don't know about credit. We don't know about savings and checking. We don't learn about none of these things. You know what we're taught? We're taught to get the money and spend it. Now look, ask yourself this, right? If you needed $5,000 right now to change your life, to save your life, who can you call? Really think, you don't think that's an issue? If you needed $1,000 right now, say you had something wrong with you and you needed $1,000 right now to save your life tonight, who can you call? You don't think that's a problem? Who can you call? You can't call nobody. But now look, the same dudes is on live and the same chicks is on live showing their bags, showing their cars, showing their money, throwing money, showing their rings, showing all this stuff. But the minute something happened to them, they don't even got no money to get buried. People are starting a GoFundMe. Huh? Life insurance is not a GoFundMe. GoFundMe is not life insurance. GoFundMe does not mean you're going to get a proper send-off or a good burial. So now we're in a situation where people are talking about send some money in so they could get buried. And I'm like, yo, this dude was an idiot. When I see children, when I see all types of stuff, happening to people, innocent, I want to help. But when I see you being a fool, and even to y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, right? And this is not pocket watching, it has nothing to do with anybody else. But I see some of my people that be in my chat room that be in other chat rooms, and I see people donating, and I see y'all hitting people cash apps, and I see y'all giving people money. Have you ever wondered what do they do with the money that you give them? I believe that you got the right to know. I believe that, okay, we're helping you, we supporting you, we like your message, right? So what are you doing to bring your message bigger? And then after a while, you have to give something back to the people. But I see people just pocketing bread and getting money. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't really hound my audience for, yo, you gotta give me donations, or donate, or I'm gonna shut up, or if I don't get likes, I'm not talking. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm here for me. If y'all join me, fine. You know what I'm saying? Fine. But it come a point where we have to, even all of us with these platforms, we have to find a way to create something. We got to find a way to create something so we could give back. Donations are not the same as GoFundMe, because donations is just random. GoFundMe has to be for a cause. You know, so if you, send me $5 right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go buy new lights. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I got that you see before me, this program where you see this on, this costs money. You know what I'm saying? I never said, yo, y'all pay me and I'm going to have a better program. You know what I'm saying? I never did that. I never said, yo, pay me. Look, I say I could do promo for you for $75. I'm worth way more than $75. But you know what? Times is hard for people. $75 ain't much. It ain't a little bit, but it ain't a lot. And yo, let's just do something together. You give me money, I'm gonna go buy new lights. I'll show y'all. I can show y'all this microphone. This is the same microphone, the Shure SM that they use on the Breakfast Club. This microphone costs $400. This is what I bought. Look at this gaming chair. Look at the background. Everything that I do, I gotta pay for. But I don't ask y'all for it. You know what I'm saying? And I still spend it back on the product. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I was making is that I'm getting tired of sounding like a broken record. Because as much as you try to tell people, yo, this is going to harm us, that's all people want, boy. I put up a post today in my community. I have interviews with Nuri Muhammad. I have interviews with Wesley Muhammad. I have plenty of interviews where people are dropping knowledge. I got people, people just giving jewels and information, but I started feeling like I don't have an audience for that anymore. I started feeling like, yo, my audience don't want to see no knowledge no more. My audience don't want to hear no information no more. They want to hear it from certain people. Because when I put the content out, because we're all judged off of views. Everybody on you, my views, and I got views, and look at my platform. This is what people are saying. And I'm saying to myself, whoa. First of all, if you disappear off YouTube, nobody would care. Nobody's going to care. Seriously. You have not made no cultural impact. For some people to be so cocky and arrogant, you have made no cultural impact. Period. And some of us that can brag, we don't. You know what I'm saying? But I got a dope Nuri Muhammad interview. I got a dope interview with Malal Divine and Born Magnetic. They did a combined, one did 27 and one, I think they did a combined 50-something years in jail. But they're nobody to people, but they're talking about yo, jail ain't cool. I don't want to go. This ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I started dumbing myself down, I feel, and not putting out certain content because look what the conscious community became. What's the conscious community anymore? Who's conscious? Let's just be real. Look what that became. Everything is becoming a joke. So I'm like, well, I don't want to fall in the category of dealing with the conscious community. I don't want to fall in the category of all I do is interview a certain amount of people of you know this type of artists. So I just started talking myself. You know what I'm saying? I just started just talking myself. I just started, because you you put faith in somebody and you big somebody up and then look how they act after a while. And then it's like people ask you like, yo, so what's up with him and his, I don't know what's up with that man and his actions. I don't know. I don't know. All I could do was separate myself. Me aligning myself with a lot of people has harmed me so much because people be like, yo, what's up with this person? And I'm like, I don't know. What did they do? Yo, go look at this. And I'm like, wow, what do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? All I do is interview people, and then whatever they going to do after that, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not responsible for no man or no woman, but I get held to certain, this person did this and this person did that. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? If you don't like what they do, don't watch them. Don't watch them. But I just feel like we really have to be careful of what we give our attention to. And I said, in all honesty, who's worse, the clown or the audience? That's a question that has to really, really be answered. Who's worse, the clown or the audience? Now, let me tell y'all something. Once you become a clown to me, I just stay away from you. You know why? Because I don't want your clown paint to get on me. Now, when you're a man and you deal with a woman who wear makeup, you might have just gave her a hug. But if you go home to your woman and she see makeup on your collar, you can't explain to her that I just gave somebody a hug. Because you got makeup on you. So if you're dealing with a clown and that makeup get on you from you just being around them or just being in their presence, at the end of it all, you got clown makeup on you. So how could you say you're not a clown if you got the makeup on? But I see, I refuse to be a rich clown. I refuse to be somebody who make it out, who make it out. They gave me nothing. You know what I'm saying? They gave me nothing. They gave me nothing. Everything that I got, I worked for. And then put other people in position to do stuff. Right? I put other people in position to do stuff. And I gave people a shot that nobody never even gave me. Right? So I'm just real cautious now. I'm uncompromised. I say what I want, do what I want. I seen people saying, yo, he must be getting paid. This person paid him. Come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out. This is mine. It's what I built. I'm not on none of these. And you know, if a situation came about and it was right for me and I had to go somewhere and do something else, I might do it. But just know I put people in this seat and you ain't even see me on camera. You seen them. And that's why I never got on camera at one point, because I wanted people to get all the attention. Yeah, you hear my voice, but nah, I want y'all to focus on them. That's why my old interviews pertain to just the individual. It was never about me. But then you have to raise your profile in the time that we in, and when people don't know you, they try to treat you like a peon. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I reported about battle rap the other night, somebody came in the chat room and was like, yo, you're a culture vulture. You're talking about battle rap. And I'm like, huh? I was talking about battle rap when battle rappers used to say I'm not a battle rapper. They say that to me. I ain't no battle rapper. Well, what are you then? What are you talking about? You know, but again, there is what do we, the children that's coming out, you know, that's growing up, the little girls. I mean, I've asked all these questions before. I asked, who was the little black girl's role model? People be, I'm telling you, when I be saying stuff, people be really looking at me like I'm out of my mind. And then somebody else will say it, like Dame or Gilly or somebody, and then it's like a law. And I'll be like, yo, I said that like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been asking these questions. Now really think about it. Who do these little young ladies have to look up to? Who do these little dudes have to look up to? Because everything is about getting money. Now we in a time where it don't even matter what you do to get the money. It's just the fact that you got it now. So you don't have to have no morals, values, and principles. You just got money. So you're somebody that word means something. And no disrespect to her, but I don't want a presidential candidate that's going to talk to Cardi B. What demographic does Cardi B speak for? That's what I didn't understand. She don't speak for my demographic of people. She don't speak for anybody that's, you know. So this is just where we at right now. And people in the streets celebrating and dancing and all that stuff. And I'm like, yo, what did I just miss? What's the celebration about? I'm confused. What did I just miss? And then what happens, right? People want to say, yo, look up to your parents. Stop glorifying celebrities and all that. Yo, what you don't understand is that a lot of people come from broken homes. A lot of people, home life is trash. I was just in the gym today and I had a conversation with these two young ladies today. They probably gonna watch you. Shout out to them. I don't know their names. But I was telling them how we normalize stuff that's not normal. Everything that's not normal is completely normal to us. So when we do something that's normal, we actually think it's funny, right? So if it's raining and you got an umbrella, you know what dudes say? This nigga got an umbrella. When it rains, you need an umbrella. When it's cold, this nigga got on a scarf. Why is that funny? Because I got a scarf on. But when a dude got his pants down and his butt cup is showing, no, that's normal though. That's normal. Or when it's 30 degrees outside and the chick got on leggings, that's normal. So now we're at a time where everything that we look at is abnormal, but it's normal to people. And I'd be like, yo, hold on. Nah, that ain't right. Why y'all bigging that up? But then I just say, yo, you know what? I just gotta just be in my own little bubble. Cause I don't relate to too many people. I just don't. And the many people who sit and they get these big audience, the minute you dangle a couple of dollars in their face, they just give everything up. They don't care because they chasing that bag. Right? So now look at how when you got a job, you're a clown for work. Like you can't, listen, think about this, right? You're a clown for having a job. People look at you like a clown. But when you go to Target, don't somebody have to ring you up? Or even if you go to self-checkout and there's a malfunction in the machine, doesn't somebody have to come and fix the machine? But these people are looked at as, you work in Target. Somebody got to work there. I never job shamed anybody. Never job shamed nobody. You got a job. If you want to be a rapper, you have to fund your career and take care of yourself until your dream comes true. But this is just where we at, where people look at people and people got $1,000 phones in their hand, called a smartphone. And if the phone is smart, what are you? Because my phone is not smarter than me. I program the phone. The phone don't program me. The phone just don't get my information. I put my information in the phone, and then I make that phone work for me. And it's more than just Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, now Clubhouse, and Snapchat. I be trying to tie everything all in. How could I make what I'm doing work and utilize these free tools? You know what I'm saying? I try to utilize these free tools to work for me because they don't cost nothing. But people have $1,000 phones in their house and they might sleep on an air mattress. But we think everything is cool. We think everything is cute. Everything is to front. People don't, listen, man. People don't care about you. Nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares. Only time you're entertaining is when your demise is being seen before the world. That's when people care. That's when people say, yo, he was a real one. Yo, it's messed up. No. That's not how that works. When you listen, when you go to the armed forces, right? You sign up for the armed forces. If you get killed in war, that's what you signed up for. So the minute you say, yo, I'm this, I'm that, and the third, and I'm in the streets, and I got the Draco when I spin the block, yo, you signed up for it. So everything that comes with that, you got to be ready for that. Got to be ready for that. But y'all ain't tired of seeing R.I.P. Look at how so many young artists got killed this year. Think about it. Look how many young artists got killed this year alone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, it's a setup. Because at the end of it all, right? And I'm going to end on this now. I'm not going to stay on too much longer. But where's the OGs? Where's the people that you respect and you care about that tell you, yo, you bugging, right? So this is what happens, right? When they start getting money, nobody can't tell me nothing. How could your father tell you something and you see him go to job, you see him go to work every day and you got money, more money than him? Because we started calling people with money OGs. We started calling people with money the big homie because they got money. People are buying sets. People are buying into gangs. People are buying blocks. People are buying protection. And I'd be like, yo, hold on, man. Y'all follow this sucker because he got money? What does that say about you? I always told people, yo, don't be nobody goon. Let them hire security. Because at the end of it all, when something happened, you gonna be talking about, yo, they ain't bail me out. They left me in jail. Yo, they didn't give me a plane ticket. This is where we at. I seen people calling dudes big homie, and I be like, how he the big? He the big homie of what? He ain't even putting no work in. And real big homies is telling people, yo, don't be like me. Yo, I'm telling you, all the dudes that was before me used to catch me when I wasn't in school and try to make me go to school. I just didn't want to go to school, but they tried though. You know what I'm saying? They tried. They never gave me a pack. They never said, yo, here go this, that, and the third, do that. This is what dudes is doing. And then what happens is when the inevitable happens, people are just like, yo, man, that's messed up. Oh, what do you think happens? When you sign up for certain things, when you laugh about certain things, same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. And when you got a way out, if you make it out of harm's way, out of danger, what makes you go back to danger? When people say, oh, he can't even go back to the hood. What's in the hood did you need to go back to? Let's just be honest. But what you do, you trust Miss Johnson, you trust this individual, you can funnel things back to your neighborhood to uplift your neighborhood and build your neighborhood without you having to be there. Because some people don't understand why it's you and not them. So they want to harm you. But there's nothing, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't pop pills. I don't womanize. There is nothing in my old neighborhood for me. And most of the families that I know was gone. Yeah, I went back to my old block one day. One of the little homies passed away. And I went to the block. And I swear this is the block where my whole family was born at. And it was little dudes on the block looking at me like, who is he? And I'm like, wow, I used to be on this block. I wasn't even born. You 17. You wasn't even born. But I'm like, you know what? This is their time. I'm not fighting nobody for the block. I'm not fighting for the block. Because the same block that you fight for, your blood will be in the street. And all they gonna do, hold on. Let me get somebody out here because yeah. And again, like I said, we the only people. Foreign Cash just said something in the chat room. Yo, we the only people that act like this. We the only people that act like this. And if other people act like this, I wouldn't know because I don't care about other people. I only care about my people. And I be saying to people, right? And this is the thing that hit home. I know I said I was going to go, and I've just kept talking and keep going. This is the thing that I don't understand. That is your children out there. That is your little cousin. That's your nephew. That's somebody you know out there. You don't have no control. When did dudes started becoming scared of their kids? When did people started becoming scared of their children? When did you become scared of your nephew? When did you become scared of your niece? When can't you tell them, yo, you wildin'? When did that happen? We don't, and that's the thing. All my little cousins, like right now, any of my little cousins that's out there right now, I could call them and say, yo, you wildin'. Yo, take that off Facebook. Yo, take that video down. You know what's funny? Out of everything that I did, I just didn't, I just really, really didn't want to embarrass my grandmother. So I would, do everything that I could do so she didn't find out. You ever be drunk and you get before somebody you respect and somehow, some way, in your mind, you sobered up? In your mind, you're just like, I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm sober. Or you try to sober up because of the respect. Now these little dudes will blow the weed smoke in grandma's face. They smoking, they drinking, they yelling. And I'm like, yo, hold on, man. What are y'all doing? And then you can't, you have people who are afraid, the elderly women are afraid to, call the cops on them, even though they're scared. Because what happens is if they call the cops, you might have just got this kid a death sentence. But they don't want to listen to you. So what are you to do? So even when the little dude is doing all types of craziness and stuff, sometimes I want to intervene and sometimes I don't, because you're one instance away from one of the little dudes telling you the SMD. Because they that's what they think is cool. They be like SMD. Do you see how they talk to each other? They use stuff that we would be offended by. SMD is regular conversation, calling each other bitches, calling each other boy, all types of like, yo, what? I never used the word, but people was calling each other son. And it didn't even mean SON, it was SUN. Bad enough we use the N-word, but bitch and SMD, that's how y'all talk to each other? And it's 10 of y'all sitting around getting high with no shirt on and sweating in the house? Huh? Who's raising these kids? I'm serious. Who's really raising them? And then what happened is, the more dysfunctional they are, the more rewarded they get. And then they become big artists. And they didn't learn to be a man. So they just take the dysfunction into entertainment. And I told y'all before, they're all down together. The record label, the jeweler, the realtor, the the car place, the bail bondsman, they're all down together. So they say, yo, look, give him $1 million. He gonna give it back. He gonna give it back. You give him the M, right? You give them an M. He gonna come buy some jewelry from you. So that's 100 out of that. He's going to buy a crib. So you get 200 out of that. He's gonna buy a car. So you get 300 out of that. So that's already 6 gone. Then he gotta feed the hood and all the homies in front. That's another 100. And then he's going to go to jail. And he's going to spend a lot of lawyer money. And then we're going to spend lawyer money. And there's no possible way that he can get out. So give him the money. You're going to give it back. Give him the money. You're going to give it right back to us. It's a loan anyway. They owe anyway. You see dudes in the strip clubs throwing money? The record label gave them that money. So it's a trap. It's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. And nowadays, when you see artists, you're like, oh boy, here go another one. Where did they come from? Like, where did they come from? Did you notice you don't see no artists climb really anymore? Like, when the last time you seen artists climb? Like, you heard a mixtape, then they on their third mixtape, and then they starting to get a little wave. You don't really see that no more. Now they're just here and they're just on. And you be like, yo, where they come from? They were funded. They were funded just because they're going to give the money back. And they're also going to help with the agenda of keeping a lot of youth like idiots. $300K for a car, dudes do what? They go buy Bentleys. $200K for a house, they go buy condos. Dudes don't be buying houses, they be buying condos. And then they give it all back. Now you look, let's do the math, right? Go through the artists that came out that's 25 or younger. All of them are in jail or dead. Only one who kind of made it out was like Dirk and Chief Keef. But just think about everybody else. They been in jail or they dead. You think that's by mistake? You think that's by mistake? But again, the cycle ain't gonna stop. It's gonna keep going because it's federally funded. It fits a big agenda. And there's no way that you can give somebody who was eating oodles and noodles millions of dollars. They gonna go crazy. Where's the education for the money? Where's the education? Then you got the chick saying if you ain't getting a Birkin bag, then you ain't getting nothing. And then you got people who can't even spell Birkin, don't even know where to buy it from, saying, yeah. It's crazy, man. But I'm about to go get some sleep, relax. Yo, they giving these dudes like, look at the time they giving people. Look how Rainbow was running around the city. Look how it ended though. Like, yo, man, it ain't gonna stop. Listen, you trying to tell me a corporation that got billions of dollars is gonna hurt them to give you $3-4 million? It don't hurt them. It don't hurt them. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt them to give you the money. It's a loan. OPM. You think that the record label goes in their bank account and give you the money? No, they get sponsors from other people. Everything is OPM in this business. Nobody spends their money. It's all OPM. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. That saying is real. And the deal is, before I go, I said this before, and I say it again. I don't blame a kid for being a kid, right? Because at the end of it all, legally at 18, you're an adult. But at 22, think about your mind state when you was 22 opposed to the age you're on now. So, again, without proper guidance, or if you're the breadwinner of your house, how could your mother tell you that they don't like your behavior when your behavior is going to get them out the hood? Just think about it. So it's like, let them act a fool. Sidebar. Real quick, I thought about this yesterday. When I see people doing some of the things that they do and acting out and just bringing, a certain energy to themselves and others, and it's not going to end well, I always wondered, who is they people that don't say to them, yo, you need to chill? Because me being down with you, or people knowing that I'm affiliated with you, can get me hurt behind your mouth and your actions. Where's those people at? But no, people sit there and let people act a fool because they're going to show them AdSense check, or they're going to show them donation money. So you get into the bag. But at what cost, though? All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. That's why I carry myself the way I do, because with power come a lot of responsibility. Period. I got people who live for me. I got people who die for me. I got people, it's people who that I gotta make sure that nothing happened to them behind my actions on the internet, because your people, your family don't know that you're arguing with somebody on YouTube. They're gonna look at you like, what? On what tube? What is that? But look how people are acting, and their girls, their wives, their homies, their little brothers is right there looking at them and not telling them to chill. And I always say, yo, nobody's telling this idiot to chill. Nobody's telling this idiot that they need to calm down. They just letting them go until somebody get hurt. We seen it before. And then people just want to, oh, he wild, he don't care, he say whatever. Okay. At what cost, though? So with that, I'm Doggie Diamonds. It's Doggie Diamonds, no filter. And I don't talk, there is no such thing as the YouTube streets. I do not like that terminology. There is no such thing as the YouTube streets. The streets is one thing, YouTube is another. People on YouTube playing and thinking they could say and do things about people. And remember, what you put out there, eventually, the world ain't that big. I keep telling people, the world is not that big. Eventually, you're going to have to face somewhere, somehow, you're going to have to face some of the people that you disrespected. And one thing about me, I'm going to end on this note, there's no statute of limitations on an ass whipping. If I owe you one, I got to pay you. But I ain't going to tell you I'm going to whip your ass. I'm never going to warn you. There's no statute of limitations. So if you with your children, your mother, your girl or whatever, and you disrespected me a certain way, I have to say if I want to give you a pass or not. Most of the time I stay away from these idiots because what I told y'all before, somebody gonna kill them. It ain't gotta be me. But a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier just dies one time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in the business of this nigga shit. I don't wake up figuring out how I can be the realest nigger. Because what's the consolation prize for that? Do you get a special grave? Do you get a special jail cell for being the realest nigga? Is your grave something different? Are you not in a cemetery with everybody else? Yo, he was a real one. He's dead. He's dead. They gonna pour out liquor for you every year. They gonna smash your girl. Your homeboys who say they love you gonna sleep with your daughter. If you died and your daughter turned 18, the same homeboys who say they love you gonna try to pipe your daughter. They gonna give your son a pack and put him on the block. Only thing real about you is you real dead. Or you're really locked up for a long time. So all that real and he was a real one and all that, okay. The real ones take care of their family. The real ones say, yo, man, I lost a lot of times of my life behind not knowing any better. But once I knew better and I learned better, I did better. But they say if you know better, you do better. Well, everybody's so smart. Where's the do better at? That's why I don't succumb to comments when people try to pit me against people. I don't succumb to that. You don't like what I do, or you don't like somebody else is better than me or whatever, then fine, cool. I don't succumb to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't succumb to DMs. You know how many DMs I get where people, yo, listen, what are you telling me this for? What am I supposed to do with this information? I'm supposed to set up my camera and fix my lights and clean my shades off and find the right hat and sit in front of this camera and say, that's my word. Yo, when I catch you, come on, man. Come on. You look like a fool. I ain't in the business of looking like no fool. And anything was understood doesn't have to be said. When you say certain things, it ain't for this. Because all this do is alert the police. And if you really about that, you're trying to stay out of jail. But if you really about that, you just be like, yo, man, whatever, man. Whatever. I told y'all before, man, the blessed don't meddle with the miserable. I don't meddle with the miserable. Some people are miserable. They just mad. Well, because some people are mad because people like you. And they like, I got John Blaze. What'd you like him for? Anyway. It's about that time. These lights are crazy. I ain't changed my voice one time, but I did it just now. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'm working on this exclusive that I told y'all about the other day. So I'm waiting for the phone to ring, but I got the phone on airplane mode, so the phone is not gonna ring. But it is what it is. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I am Doggie Diamonds. Again, if you want to buy some merch, Doggie Diamonds No Filter shirts are available. All my information for people who donate, people who want to join the Patreon, everything is in the description box. You know, you can hit the like, you can share this, whatever it is you choose to do. Thank you for your support. I'm out of here though. I'm about to go. I'm about to go to sleep. I be going to the gym hard. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna talk to y'all about health and fitness and stuff, you know. That's another conversation that everybody ain't, you know, ready for that. But yeah. Yeah. Luke, I'm your father. Yeah, I like that. That's dope. Like, oh, I drink alkaline water, I drink sea moss every day. I take all my vitamins, I take turmeric, I eat dates, drink a lot of water, I take omega-3s, I take vitamin D, pause. I take a multivitamin, I take a probiotic. You know, this is every day. There's no days off. Yo, the last meal I ate today is at 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. was my last meal, and then I went to the gym after that. I do not eat after 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? I do not. The next meal that I'm going to have is tomorrow morning, maybe like 5 or 6 a.m. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to add years on my life without, being an idiot. Shout out to Cali too. I was just out there, man. I didn't know it was that much homeless people out there. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. And stay tuned for the next episode of the Gangster Chronicles. Somebody special is on it. I ain't gonna say who it is, but somebody special is on the next show. And if you need promotion, $75, hit me on the email. And it is. Oh, I got cacao powder too. Come on. I'm telling you, I'm not saying you can't tell me nothing, but I'm on point. I'm on point with everything. You know what I'm saying? I show you what I got in my closet. I even take red tart cherry pills, everything. Drink, you know, I don't drink nothing but water. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink nothing but water. Gangster Chronicles Digital Soapbox Network, my other YouTube. I got a few YouTubes. I just don't tell everybody which one I got because you know. Yeah. But yo, yeah. Let me go. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Salute to everybody who donated. Salute to everybody who just supports and just share the video, and that's it. The Gangster Chronicles is on the Black Effect Network. Yeah, it is. But it's not Charlamagne's show. It's my show. We just do, you know, different situations. You know, you put different things in different places. You know, I got a podcast network, and I'm trying to Wu-Tang stuff. This go over here, this go over here, this go over here, this go over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Salute to y'all. I work hard every day. You know what I'm saying? And I got some content I'm about to drop. Fall back on the live a little bit. You know, and I got some content about to drop. And that's it. I keep trying to leave, but y'all won't let me leave. Y'all won't let me get the out of here. And I gotta go. So with that, I'm out. Peace. Oh, I hit the button. I thought that it was gonna, you know, it didn't happen. All right, here we go.